Hi guys, Arisa Dia here. I'm back with a special video today. Today I'm going to be doing my top 3 K-pop songs of January 2019. I had the idea to do this actually from my roommate, who thought it would be a cool idea to do either my top 3 or top 5 K-pop songs of each month after I did my top 10 K-pop video of 2018. So I kind of went with that idea and I made some rules, and here we are. So my rules are that I'm going to keep it to just title songs, or at least just songs that have music videos to them, just because I feel like it'd be unfair for me to not to react or watch a bunch of music videos but not listen to every single group's entire album. It just wouldn't be fair, because then obviously the groups that I am listening to their entire album, I'd be choosing more songs from them than the other groups. So to make it fair, I'm only doing title tracks, or at least songs that have music videos. And I'm only going to be doing the songs that come out in this month. So it will only be songs that came out within January 2019 for this video. Next month's video will only have songs that came out in February of 2019. Just so that way, one of my top songs isn't going to be some old Girls' Generation song, or an EXO song that came out 3 years ago or anything. It will just be songs from this month that are my favorite for this month. So those are really only my, I guess, 2 rules. For today I'll be doing my top 3 just because I don't know how long the video is going to be and I don't want it to be too long, and I don't know, I feel like it'd just be really hard to do top 5 songs every single month depending on who has comebacks and who I actually listen to within those months. So I feel like top 3 is a good number. If you think I should do a top 5, let me know down below, but I think top 3 is a good number. I might add honorable mentions later on, but as of now I'm only going to do top 3. So let's get started. So for my 3rd place in my top 3 of January 2019, I chose Valkyrie by ONEUS. And I know I reacted to it. I actually earlier today reacted to they did a self-music video for one of the songs on their debut album. And I really actually have gotten into them out of all of the rookie groups that have debuted this month, and there's been a lot of them. I definitely have to say ONEUS was not only my favorite group overall, but song-wise, Valkyrie was the best song. The rapping was really good, the vocalists were really good, even the visual aesthetic of the music video was probably my favorite. It was also the most unique out of the ones that I reacted to, because it seemed like the others that I reacted to were very boy crush or girl crush, kind of more cutesy style, whereas this one was a bit more mature, and I kind of liked that out of all of the groups that kind of debuted this month, that they kind of stood apart because they didn't go for that cutesy youth look. They went for more mature in terms of the music and their looks and the overall vibe of it. So I thought that was really cool, and that stood off out to me instantly. But also the song itself, the rapping was really good. They had a low tone rapper, a high tone rapper. The vocalists were really good. Their voices matched the melody of the song, and just the way that the song was composed was really good. It had a great and catchy chorus. The bridge, what they did, how they changed the song for the bridge was really good. And just overall, I really enjoyed it. It was super catchy. I've been walking around my house doing chores, kind of singing along to the chorus of it. It's just been overall really good, especially for a debut song. it was definitely very good, and so it made it my top 3 as 3rd place just because it was very good and I've been listening to it non-stop since I reacted to it. Next up at number 2, we have Chungha's Gotta Go. So this song I've been listening to basically the entire month of January because it came out at the very, very beginning of January. So I've listened to it a ton. It is so good. Like, Chungha is so talented vocally, especially like when she has like those power notes. Like, she's definitely like an alto, and so for her to have a song that like is entirely like in the alto range and be able to have like those strong alto power notes is just really, really awesome, because as an alto myself, I feel like altos kind of get like the brunt of like everything. Like, we don't get like the good parts in songs, or like we don't have like overall good songs, but she does, and she shows it and she proves it. And just the overall concept of like her strong vocals with like just the strong vibe of like how she dresses and how she looks, it just always gives me like that kind of like female empowerment vibe to it, which I really, really love. And the song itself was like really like soothing and like really sexy, and it was also extremely catchy, and it's actually like to the point where like I've actually gotten it stuck in my head, which hasn't been a bad thing because it's a great song to get stuck in my head. But I'll get like the chorus stuck in my head at like 2 or 3 in the morning as I'm trying to fall asleep, and I like physically cannot fall asleep because it's playing on repeat in my head, which has been a little bit annoying because I'm trying to sleep. But it's still so good despite that. Like, even though I've been losing sleep over it, I'm not like mad about that fact, because like out of all the songs, like I much rather have like this be stuck in my head rather than like Twice's Signal or something along those lines. Like, this was a good song to get stuck in my head, so I didn't mind that. But like overall, just like the concept of the music video was very sexy, the song itself was very sexy and powerful, and I really enjoyed that. The dance was phenomenal. I especially love like when she's performing it on like music banks. Like, she's done a couple of different things, like she's dressed up as Cinderella, she had her manager go out there. I love that. If you haven't seen the video, highly recommend like watching her trying to like dance with her manager. It's so cute. But the song, like, I've been watching it performed, I've been listening to it, I've started learning the dance to it. It's just overall a great song that I've been listening to non-stop this entire month. And then, last but not least, we have my number 1 song of January 2019. So, if you've been on this channel a while and you've been watching my reaction videos, it's probably not going to be a surprise that this is my number 1 just because of the group that performs the song. But my number 1 is Astro's All Night. So I am a huge fan of Astro. I've reacted to 2 of their music videos, one of which was All Night, on this channel, and each time I say like I'm a really big Aroha. I've been with them almost since the beginning, and this song has been by far probably one of their best, if not their best, comebacks that they've ever had. They even got their first win with this song like 2 days ago, and I was just so happy that they finally got their first win, and this song was definitely worthy of being their first win. Like, now that all their members are older, they've started doing more mature vibes, and this song was definitely probably their most mature. But vocally, it was brilliant because all of the members can sing, and all of their members can sing well. And they're known for having like really smooth, sweet voices, which I think is like really good, and like they all blend together really well, which not all boy groups do that. And the fact that like even the rappers can sing is still like astounding to me. But the song was like really catchy vocally. It was great. The rap parts really matched the tone of the song. Visually, the music video was phenomenal. It was very natural. There were like lots of plants. It was like you were trapped in like a greenhouse. It was just overall really beautiful. Like even their outfits really matched. But like they even like broke it down a bit at the end where it was like a bit more party-ish. But like overall that song has been like playing non-stop for me. I've been streaming it, I've been listening to it, I've been singing to it. I've just overall been like hyping the song so much, and like obviously like I'm slightly biased for this being my number one because I am such a big fan of Astro. But I also chose it as my number one, not only because I'm a huge fan of Astro and because I've listened to it so much, but like I just feel like it's deserving. Like out of all the songs that have come out, like yeah, there have been like some good ones, like Icon was really good. A-Pink won a lot of awards, but honestly I didn't think it was that good. 17 came back, and their comeback wasn't that bad. But out of all of them, like I feel like Astro's was like the best. And like it is probably me being slightly biased, especially since like Icon was really good this comeback season. But for me, like in terms of like seeing how far the group has grown from like their debut era of like hide and seek being completely boy crush, and like them kind of taking that boy crush style and like milking it for all it's worth, and now they're finally coming back with like more mature like adult things that show off their vocals more, their dances are more visually appealing, and their rapping is just more fluid. I just feel like it's deserving because like groups like Icon and 17, like they started off being really good to begin with, whereas like Astro's kind of had to work towards it. So for them to be able to have a song of this quality and like even get their first win with this song, like that's part of why I chose it for my number one, just because like out of all the Astro songs, like this is probably their best. It's very high quality. Everything about it, visually, sound-wise, was just good. And it's not in the way that they used to be. It's definitely more mature vibe, and it's showing how much that they've grown. Because when they debuted, they were good, but they weren't polished, I guess is a good way to do it. Whereas now, they have experience, they've been around for like almost 3 years now. And like they're finally starting to get like the recognition that they deserved, which is why I put it as my number one. And I so know that my roommate is going to drag me in these comments, but she should also not have expected anything else from me, because she knows me well enough to know that this is gonna be my number one. But I still love her anyways, even if she does drag me harshly. But anyways, like that's my number one. I will put the links to all 3 of these music videos down in the description below, so feel free to check any of them out. For me, my top 3 have been ONEUS's Valkyrie, Chungha's Gotta Go, and finally Astro's All Night. So let me know down in the comments below if you agreed with me, if you didn't agree, what songs are your top 3 of this month, and whether or not I should make this into a top 5 or just keep it a top 3, and whether or not I should add honorable mentions. So let me know down in the comments below. If you have anything you want me to react to or any videos you want me to make on this channel, also leave them down below in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.